Archangel Gabriel's Daily Messages, November 17 to 23, 2013. If your life is not unfolding in a way that matches what you would like to consciously create, it is likely that there is a self-limiting belief system behind the scenes that is working against those new creations. Much like a computer virus, old worn-out beliefs are only harmful when you do not know they are there. Once you become aware that there is something interfering with your operating system, you can easily take the steps required to stop any further damage and cleanse it from your system. Again, with awareness comes authentic power and the opportunity to become an even clearer beacon to what you wish to experience. Many of you are aware that you are evolving into unity consciousness, but have a hard time understanding what that will be like. You don't know how you can accept everything and keep your own unique preferences and personality. Let us explain it to you in this way. Imagine a large department store. It has many different departments meant to meet the needs of many, yet all the departments are part of the greater whole, that of the entire store. There are many different shoppers within the store who are all equally important, freely moving to whichever area they require. If you have no young children in your life, you would not have a need for the baby department. This does not mean that you feel there should not be a baby department in the store. This does not mean that you would shun or judge the baby shoppers. You would simply allow them to pass you by on their way to their desired department, understanding it meets their needs beautifully. You completely accept and embrace the fact that all the different areas and all the different people are absolutely perfect as part of the whole of the department store. It is clear that they all support each other. Do you see? You are all part of the whole. You all bring your unique and wonderful energy to the whole, which is what gives it such depth, support and variety. Unity does not mean you lose yourself in any way. It simply means you are in complete acceptance of the many different aspects that exist within it, while honoring yourself as a beloved and integral part of it all. Dear ones, love is not a limited commodity that can run out. Many of you feel exhausted by what you thought was love, but it is not love that has left you feeling that way. It is a lack of love, worthiness and appreciation that has left you feeling like that and leery to love again. But to deny love is to deny Source and your own truth. You cannot be in alignment with Source and ever feel anything but love. Source is an endless wellspring of unconditional love you can tap into whenever you want, that can instantaneously fill you up until you are so full of love it is spilling out of you in all directions. All that is required is to believe and receive. Once you truly understand you can be overflowing with pure, unconditional love anytime you choose. You realize there is more than enough love to go around and you become much more generous in your sharing of it. From choosing to embrace that truth and alignment, you will suddenly find yourself much more peaceful and accepting, loving and being, embodying those traits like all the masters before you. A lot of people worry about their ascension process. Have they released enough? Do they meditate enough? Are they good enough? Do they have the right teacher? Have they read the right books? What about their pineal gland? Or their light body? Dear ones, let us reassure you, you are doing a magnificent job. The fact that you are on the planet means you are part of the process. On a soul level, you know exactly what you are doing. The planet knows exactly what she is doing. The sun, each planet, the entire universe knows exactly what it is doing. Your light body, just like your physical body, is incredibly intelligent and knows exactly what it needs to do too. There is so very much action that takes place behind the scenes that you are not even aware of. Like all processes of evolution, it is growth and expansion and has its own innate intelligence. We love that you are so very committed and diligent. Allow the process to unfold, knowing you cannot rush things, nor can you speed them up any more than you can make a flower bloom slower or faster than it is meant to. Trust that if there is anything you need, it will come into your awareness. You do not need to endlessly look for things to release. If there is something that is not in resonance with where you are going, you will become aware of it in perfect timing and can release it when it shows itself. If there is knowledge you require, the perfect book will land in your hands, or the right teacher will cross your path. If your body requires something, it will let you know. Simply give it what it is asking for. Take the pressure off yourselves and enjoy this incredible process. Trust in the universe and the incredibly intelligent and intricate process you are part of. If you truly wish to assist, the best way is to stay in your highest alignment through surrender and flow, faith and trust, gratitude and beingness, and joyful expectation. What if you gave up the idea that anything can be wrong? What if you decided that everything is always divinely perfect, even if you don't understand exactly why something has occurred? What if you moved into the idea that every soul is having or has had the exact experiences it needs for this incarnation? If you surrendered the idea that anything can ever be wrong, you would immediately move into acceptance. You would release the idea of victim consciousness and move into authentic power. You would be able to demonstrate a much deeper faith and trust. You would be able to see that everything you ever could need is already within you. You would become your own champion, your own savior, your own healer. You would find peace and embrace your life moving forward. God does not make mistakes, dear ones. You do not make mistakes in your planning of your life expression, or your experiences. Your core is divine, as is each and every other person's on the planet. Release your attachment to outcome, and release the story of your old wounds. Shower yourself with unconditional love and let your empowered self step forward. If you simply embrace your truth that you are a piece of source energy, and through that acceptance allow that energy to flow through you, you will find the wholeness you seek. Trust is another of the vital elements we speak of in your enlightenment process. Trust helps you navigate beyond worry. It keeps you moving forward, in surrender, faith and flow. But it is not just trust in Source, your guides, or the universe we are speaking of. It is also trust in yourself, to stay in the system, to believe you are worthy and moving forward in a way that honors yourself and others. The enlightening human beings on your planet are the most mindful humans we have ever experienced. You are committed to their growth and expansion. You are not going to suddenly blow it, dear ones. It is a self-correcting path, which means all movement is forward movement. Rest assured that you are ready for all of this. Trust in yourselves as being the highly advanced souls you are, making a tremendous difference in this amazing process, and you will be able to move forward with a greater assuredness and confidence than ever before. For most of you, trust is the biggest challenge in your enlightenment process. Because of that, your ego self, the part of you that seeks to keep you small, will use that to its advantage and infiltrate, when trust starts to waver, with doubt. Doubt can be like a virus. It can grind your enlightenment process to a halt in record time. It can shake up your trust, not only in the process, but also your trust in your guides, in Source, and in yourself to make good decisions as well. It leads to stagnation, resistance, confusion and discomfort. Trust and faith are a tremendously powerful team that work together. They keep your flow moving, and keep you in surrendered alignment long enough for your heartfelt creations to come to fruition. The greater your trust, the greater your ability to live the life of your dreams. It is completely normal to fall in and out of trust, dear ones. That is part of the human condition, particularly for newly enlightening human beings. Do not beat yourself up if you find yourself in the grips of doubt. Simply re-surrender. Call on your guides and helpers. Connect with the core of truth that always exists within you. Realign with Source and feel your authentic power shimmer and shine from that place. You cannot get it wrong, dear ones, because once you commit to enlighten, anything else will become too uncomfortable for you. You are not being graded on this process. It is merely for you to decide how smooth and comfortable you wish your own personal journey to be. Archangel Gabriel. Channeled by Shelley Young. TrinityEsoterics.com